YouTube, it's your boy Kendall back with another load board video. I want to continue off since last time. I talked more about like the settings and all that of the load board. This go around, I'm gonna just jump straight into the load board and show y'all the states that I think I left off on California. So I'm gonna go through a couple more states on this video, and then I'm gonna show. I had a few people that requested certain states, so I'll show those states. And I had another request. I'll go check what exactly that was as well. So let's jump into it. First off, we're gonna put it on confirm. For confirm loads, like I said, you could do confirmed or non-confirmed. Non-confirmed is just loads that you don't know if they gonna confirm or not. So we're just gonna show what's already actually on the board. Keep in mind when I'm showing this, a lot of people probably already booked the good loads far out, because I know I book myself out a week sometimes. So gotta keep in mind that these are probably like loads that don't nobody want. Plus it's the weekend, so this is what's on the board on the weekend. So we're gonna switch the date. Today is the 18th. So we'll go ahead and switch it to the 18th, and we'll put it to, let's just do Monday. A couple days, not too far out. We'll start off in Colorado. Let's go to search. They ain't got nothing coming out of Colorado. Sheesh. Alrighty then. We'll go back. Shipment search. That's crazy. Nothing coming out of Colorado. Alright, let's start this search over again. Let's see if I extend it out. We'll extend it out a couple days. And try it again. Alright, there we go. Now we got some loads coming out of Colorado. So basically we ain't got nothing coming out of Colorado over this weekend. But like I said, this is the weekend. So, you know, of course, all the good stuff 9 times out of 10 has already been taken. So you got to keep that in mind. But starting out next week, as you see, have Aurora, Colorado, going to Washington, 30,000 pounds. $2,400, paying right at $2 a mile. That's 2 stops. When you are booking this trailer, orange trailer, this means it's a drop and hook. So if you see this, that lets you know it's a drop and hook. If it's blank like this, it's a live unload for the destination, or like here, it's a live load since there is no trailer there. So, and this little green check lets you know it's confirmed. If it's a non-confirmed load, this will not be here. The green check won't be here at all. When you're booking, you want to look at the total rate per mile, which is 203. The loaded rate per mile is what the load is paying, but that doesn't include the empty miles. So this number right here obviously would change because I'm not here, so you gotta add in the empty miles, and this number will drop unless you just so happen to be delivering to this city and picking up in this city. Then this will be what you get. So they have this load, Arvada, Colorado, going to Tracy, California, and it's paying 87 cents. I don't know who in the hell gonna take that for 42,000 pounds. Yeah, I don't understand. Another one going to Salem, Oregon, $1.14. That's horrible. This one $1.13. I mean, you don't really want to take this stuff, but that's why I don't really want to take myself to the West Coast at all, because these rates is not worth the 88 cents to go from here to Arizona. Let's see. Another Colorado, Dallas, Texas, $1.06 a mile. $857. Going to Oregon, $14.91, $1.14. Going to Arizona. So as you see, the West Coast is not it. Like, as you seen, California wasn't it last time, so Colorado is not any better. So we're gonna go to the next state, because yeah, Colorado is not it. Maybe it gets better during the week. Like I said, all the good loads are probably gone. Let's check Connecticut, see what's coming out of Connecticut. As you see, there is one load, and it's paying $1.64 a mile, going over to Michigan. So $1,091. I've only been up in this area since I've been here, maybe once. So I know, like, that northeast corner, Colorado, Maine, all that stuff is normally hard. If you ever book yourself to go up there, make sure you got a load to get you out of there. I did once. I went to Maine one time, and it was a Christmas tree load, but I made sure I had a load out of there for me to go up there. So you got to keep that in mind when you booking these loads going up to that northeast corner, because it's hard to get out of there a lot of times. That was Connecticut. We're gonna go down to Delaware. It's probably gonna be the same. Yeah, like I said, Delaware, you got a load going to LaGrange, Georgia, paying $1.28 a mile. So $1.56. It's a live load, and it's just Thursday, so there ain't really nothing coming out. But I'll show y'all the difference. So Delaware, now let me switch it to both. Alright, so I'm not sure what happened with Delaware when I went to try to do both, show both the confirmed and unconfirmed loads. For some reason it kept freezing. So we back. We just gonna have to skip Delaware. I mean, probably ain't nothing coming out of there anyway. Alright, we are at Florida now. So got one coming out of Tampa. This load comes out every week. I'd be tempted to take it, but it's always super heavy. I think it's picking up from Pepsi, if I'm not mistaken. It's not gonna show me, but I think it picks up from Pepsi. So it's a super heavy load, 43,000 pounds. It always weighs that every week that it comes out. $1.10. Everybody knows Florida. You go to Florida, yeah, good luck getting something that pays good coming out of there. Like, got this Cross City, not even sure where that's at. It's a live load, live unload, going to Lafayette, Indiana. 43,000 pounds, $1.16 a mile. Got Lakeland, going to Anderson, 92 cents a mile. Some of these loads, I don't even know if anybody take any of these loads. I'm pretty sure they probably just sit here, because they probably just wind up getting company people to take those. Jacksonville to Lakeland, $2 a mile. That's a good one if you're already in Jacksonville. It's a good one to go to Lakeland. So loaded trailer, live unload, not too bad. Lakelands, so as you see, be a lot of the same loads, but they're not paying anything, so I'm pretty sure a lot of people won't take them. So Plant City to Georgia, $1.13. You're not really getting anything good. Miami to Loudoun, Tennessee, yeah, you're not really getting anything good coming out of Florida. So, but as you see, it shows you it's 13 loads. So we're gonna go back, and we're gonna click on both. That shows the confirmed and non-confirmed loads. I think it might be just the confirmed, the non-confirmed, because now it's doing the same exact thing. So let's see, we're gonna go down to Georgia. We'll put this back to confirmed, and we'll just search, see if it goes through. See, now it works. So I take it it's the non-confirmed thing. I'm gonna try to get this to go away. Alright, we'll get that to go away. I'll just have to show you guys on the next video the non-confirmed, how it changes. But I mean, there ain't no difference. You can still book. I mean, you can still put a star, which puts it in your favorites, but and once it gets confirmed, you could just try to be the first one to get it before anybody else. But all right, anyway, let's jump in. There's Georgia. Got Atlanta to College Park, $57, $4 a mile. I guess if you stay in that area, it's worth it. 14 miles. Atlanta to South Carolina, $344.95, $1.21 a mile. This is paying $1.60. I'm not sure what they got going on with this. That must be an error, I'm pretty sure. Got Augusta to Lakeland. It's only £1, $1.55. That's not bad if it's only £1. Paying $1.55. Hey, you won't use no fuel for that. I don't know if that's a typo or not, but somebody will find out. Ellenwood to New Jersey, paying $2.28 a mile, and it's 28,000 pounds. That's actually not a bad one. Pick up in Ellenwood, and they actually are both, so drop and hook on both ends, so it's confirmed. So that's a good one for somebody to grab. If I was gonna be in that area this weekend, I would definitely grab that. I don't really like going to Jersey, but I would take it still. Got Noonan to South Carolina, $1.78. McDonough to Mississippi, $2 a mile. Drop and hook on both ends. That's not too bad. Noonan to Chesapeake, it's $1.77. So a lot of people, they go by the rate per mile. I mean, obviously you want to get the highest rate per mile, but if you can get some of these loads, like this is $1.77, you can get some of these loads stacked up and they're light like this, I probably would try to avoid if I can. I try to stick with like 20,000 and lower. Don't get it twisted, I will take a heavy load. I'm not against it, but I try to stick to lighter loads because that's less fuel, especially if it's not paying the greatest. So this, if it's $1.77 and it's super light, you're not gonna burn that much fuel, versus this being $2 a mile and it being 43,000 pounds. It basically is the same thing, because you're gonna spend more fuel pulling that 40,000+ pound load versus pulling something that's super light and it paying $1.77. So it balanced out to the same. So never be afraid to book something just because it's not right at $2 a mile or over $2 a mile. You can still make money. Not every load that I book here is $2 a mile, I can tell you that right now, and I'm still taking home $2 to $3 grand a week. So don't let people scare you away. Oh, it's not paying $2 a mile, you're not making any money. If it's light enough, then it's worth it. If it's super heavy, it's not worth it. Like this, 44,000 pounds, paying $1.34, I wouldn't even waste my time. You're gonna waste so much fuel, it's not even worth it. Elabel to Lebanon, I've actually done this load before. This load is not bad, definitely not bad. 25,000 pounds, super light. Straight shot there, drop and hook on both ends. And this is the time I picked up from here. It was actually ready early, and I got there actually the same day. So you got till Wednesday. So also when it comes to this, like say for instance, this says Monday till Wednesday. So let's say for instance this is a pickup and it says Monday to Wednesday. If you get to a pickup at 11 a.m. on Monday and it is not ready, Schneider will pay you detention pay because it's supposed to be ready. You don't have to wait till 10 on Wednesday to get that detention pay. Your detention pay starts immediately from the time that you get there. You don't have to wait. So keep that in mind when you're booking loads and it's a live load or live unload. That's how that goes. So go down, $1.45, $1.45. Like I said, all the good stuff is probably already gone. And a lot of people book out, you know, farther in a week. $2 a mile, 31,000 pounds going from Palmetto to Hattiesburg. It's not too bad considering you pick it up and drop it, deliver it the next morning. It's not a bad one. Alright, that's till Monday. That's Georgia. Another thing, if you go to sort by, you can go to highest revenue. Well, you want to go by rate per mile. So What's good, y'all? We are back. Sorry about that. Yesterday, I forgot on Saturdays they do routine maintenance on Saturday night, so nobody has access to the board. So keep in mind, if you do come here or whatever, you can't use the board on Saturday nights. I'm not sure what time it starts till what time it ends, but I guess I got caught in that yesterday, so we're gonna jump back into it. I was on Georgia yesterday, so now I'll be able to show y'all the confirm and non-confirm, so I'm gonna leave it on both this time. I'll go back to Georgia. We're gonna move this to, I'll just say the 23rd, no, 24th. All right, we're gonna jump in. So now you can see that green check box that goes next to the load number is no longer there. So when that is not there, that means the load is not confirmed. So you can put a star next to it, and when it confirms, Schneider will send you a notification to your tablet, and they will also send you an email to your phone. So you really have to be on it to get those alerts, because if you're not quick, they'll come and they'll go. I've had a few that I've been waiting on, and by the time I get on, it's already gone. But also, don't book your week around waiting on non-confirmed loads, because, like, for instance, this past week, I had 5 loads that I was waiting for to confirm coming out of Tennessee, going to Orlando. All 5 of those loads, they never confirmed at all. So had I waited and just waited for those loads, I'd have been screwed for the week. So if you find something, take it, because sometimes these loads, I don't know why they do that. They put them on the board and then they never confirm, to me, which is stupid. But you don't want to book your week around it. If you can avoid it, I would avoid it. So you see, Georgia's paying $250 a mile to go to North Carolina. It's a non-confirmed load. Another thing that sucks about these that's non-confirmed, this says Tuesday 6 to 12, delivers Wednesday as a drop and hook in North Carolina. So it may say this now, but when they actually confirm it, this pickup date could completely change, and this delivery date can completely change as well. So that's why I say, if you can avoid getting yourself wrapped around waiting on confirmed loads, then don't do it, because you may think like, oh, okay, bet I'm gonna wait for Tuesday to pick this load up, and then Tuesday comes and now they confirm this load, and now it doesn't pick up till Wednesday, or it doesn't pick up till Thursday. It might get pushed out, or it might get taken off completely. So keep that in mind when you are looking at these non-confirmed loads. So we can go down $270 a mile. These are little short hops. $1.59 for Georgia, $1,700. Picks up Tuesday. You can deliver it Tuesday as a drop and hook. Live load on Tuesday. Let's see, $1.20. Also here, it tells you the number of stops. I know they have multi-stop loads here. I've personally never done one since I've been here. I've always only done, it says 2 stops, but that's just the pick up and the drop. So that's what the 2 is for. The mile, this one's paying $270. Pooler, let's go to the next page. And also there's a lot more loads. As you see, the number goes up when you do non-confirm versus confirm. I normally look at confirm first, then if I'm not seeing anything, I might wait. Like if I'm at home, then I don't mind waiting for a load to confirm, because I'm already at home. I ain't got nothing to lose anyway. I'm at the house. So if it doesn't confirm, I'll just stay home. So a lot of these loads, you'll see they are doubles. So, which is how it looks when you're looking at the non-confirm. They may have like this load. I see this load every week, and they may have this load 2 or 3 times on the board. So you can wait for it to confirm. You can click on all 3 of them and wait for them to confirm. They all have different load numbers, but it may be literally the same load. Sometimes the weight may be off. This is the weight right here. Weight may be off, and then this is the loaded miles. So I can show you guys now how to categorize it. Let's go to the highest. No, not the low rate per mile. We're gonna go to the actual highest rate per mile. So the highest rate per mile, as you see, you can do it like this. The only thing that sucks when you do it like this, the rate per mile, when you do it like this, the actual the dates, they're not in order. So like this says the 21st, 22nd, 25th. So like when you do it this way, you got to keep in mind that it takes it out of order. So you got to keep that in mind. But you see the highest rate per mile is $8.18. Then goes down to 4, down to 3, 3, 3, which is, these is all short hops. Like I guess if you live in Georgia, these will be great for you. Or you can do the highest revenue. As you see, the highest revenue load coming out of Georgia is $1,887. That's the highest, and then it's $1,837 is the second. Going to Medley, Florida. This load got a lot of time on it. Pick up Thursday, deliver Monday. That'd be good if you're trying to go home, get a 34 and you live in this area. But other than that, it's not that great. That's a lot of time to sit on the load. So that's the highest. That's how you show like highest from revenue. But keep in mind, as you see, it's still the same. The dates, the 21st, the 23rd, 21st, it takes it completely out of order. So you got to keep that in mind also when you change the revenue. I personally don't do it by that. I just leave it and let them come up how they come up. I don't change anything. So we'll go to the next state. That was Georgia. And then go down to Idaho. I'm gonna change it back to confirm so you can see what's actually on here. There's nothing in Idaho picking up in the next couple days. Which that's probably, I'm gonna push this out a couple days. Go to 25th. Let's go to both. We'll show Idaho. It might have something that's not confirmed yet. I think it's doing the same thing it was doing yesterday as far as showing me the confirm. We'll just skip Idaho. There's nothing coming out there. I'll go to Illinois. As you can see, 76 loads. That one's paying $284. Picking up in Illinois, going to Missouri. Honestly, Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio are the greatest areas to be in. Have a lot of loads that come out of these areas. Obviously, this is a Sunday. I'm recording this video on a Sunday. So 76 loads. It's gonna look like that because it's the weekend. So these are like loads that nobody got. Obviously, these numbers will be way higher during the week. Way more loads during the week. So next video, I'll do it. Make sure I do it during the weekday so you can see the difference in the numbers. So $284 a mile, $257, $1.62, $1.41. Going from Illinois to Ohio. Pick up, deliver the same day. That's not bad. Pick up Tuesday, deliver Tuesday. Paying $1,200. That's not bad at all. One day of work, $1,200. As you see, another one. Pick up Tuesday, deliver Wednesday. So it's not bad. You click on it, give you the details. When you actually work here, like it'll tell you arts and craft, equipment, accessories, and supplies. Like it'll tell you, sometimes it'll tell you the commodity, but sometimes it won't have anything. It won't tell you at all. And another thing is they do tell you under, if it's a live load or a live unload, they do tell you the time. So here, duration 1 hour and 30 minutes. So they typically go off of like previous drivers' experience, how long was they there. So that 1 hour and 30 minutes, it could be right it could be wrong. You take a chance with it because you don't really know what your experience is going to be, but that's just a ballpark time. So if you're trying to book another load around that, I always say add another hour to 2 hours to this time, just to be on the safe side, because you don't want to book another load too close thinking like, yo, I'm gonna get out of there in an hour and a half, and then you get there and you don't get out of there until 3 hours later. So it's best to give yourself some kind of cushion, but this will tell you how long they typically take, and if it's a drop, it's always just gonna say 30 minutes. So it'll always have 30 minutes. You should be in and out, or whatever. So that's the way to find out that. If you ever want to, you just go into the details for that load, and it'll tell you stop 1, stop 2. So like, it'll tell you whatever you need to know for that load. Then we go down. Wilmington, Illinois to New Albany, $1,000. 172. Grant Park. It's paying $5.49 a mile. If you live in this area, pick it up and deliver it the same day. Not a bad. You're just trying to get a little bit of money. I personally wouldn't do it still, but 232 from Illinois to Illinois. A lot of these are short hops. Edwardsville, Illinois to Tobiana, PA. That's probably a Walmart out there. So that's not a bad load to do. Morris, Illinois to Iowa. It's not a bad one either. Let's see. Go one more page of this. $2.87. Like I said, a lot of these are short hops, and a lot of these might be stuff that people don't want to take. So it's better to see the load board during the week. I'm just giving you guys an idea of things, because you gotta keep in mind, if you're new to Schneider, when you first come in and go to orientation, you're gonna look at the load board when you first get assigned your truck and stuff. You're gonna look at the load board and be like, damn, it's not looking too good. But you gotta remember, Schneider has however many drivers they have, and probably 90% of those drivers probably already got their week booked out. So when you come in, you got to keep that in mind. You may not have the best first week, or it could go great. It just depends what area you in. My first load when I first came here, I picked up out of Missouri, and I brought it down to Florida, and that load paid me like $3,600. That was my first load, so it wasn't bad. I didn't spend too much money on fuel, and it had some time on it, so I was able to, I think I picked it up on a Friday, and I got home Saturday. It delivered in Lakeland. I got home Saturday and I delivered it Monday. So I got a 34 and still made some money on my first week. So you could definitely got to keep that in mind when you come here, because a lot of people come out here and they're like, damn, I got here and the load board ain't looking too good. Well, that's why, because a lot of people already booked their weeks out. This is now Indiana, 62 loads right now. These are all confirmed loads, by the way. Gary, Indiana. Then you got, that's going to Wisconsin, $1.52, $2.58. Frankfort, I've been here a couple times. That's probably the Frito-Lay out there. If it is, that's a good one. Yeah, 14,000 pounds. That's probably Frito-Lay. $2.58. It's not a bad load. Pick up Tuesday, Wednesday, deliver on Wednesday. I would definitely take something like this for sure. Let's see, Indiana to Jackson, Georgia. Pick up Tuesday. I like short hops, the ones you pick up Tuesday. You pick up Tuesday, deliver the next day. Those I prefer. So when I'm booking my loads, I normally go for those type of loads, something I can pick up, deliver the next day, because I'm not trying to waste a lot of time. So if it's something like this, I try to stick to at least $1,000 a day if I can. So this, I probably would take this. Yeah, I probably would take this, pick it up Tuesday, deliver it Wednesday. But I would probably pick it up Tuesday and get there and get my 10 and deliver this first thing, literally at midnight, 001. You can deliver this right at midnight, and then find me something else to head that way and keep it moving. So that way, that Wednesday is not wasted, and I can make the most money. So I could probably, in 24 hours, I can probably end up making this load times 2. So you gotta book it like that. It's 10,000 pounds too, super light. A lot of loads here are dropping hooks. I mean, they do have live loads and live unloads. Like this one here, it's a live load and a live unload. I've personally only done a handful of live unloads. They didn't take too long, except the grocery store one, which I wasn't a fan of anyway. Associated Groceries, I probably won't ever go back there. I think it was like 5 hours there. I did get paid the attention pay for being there as well, and they had a lumper fee. So if you ever go to a place, they have a lumper fee. Schneider has a number you call in and let them know how much the lumper fee is, and they'll give you the lumper fee, and they'll give you a code that you put in on whatever app that the company is using for the lumper, and it'll pay the lumper for you. So you do not pay for lumpers out of pocket. Keep that in mind. $1.52, and it's paying $3.31. Super heavy though. Go one more page. Indiana. Going to PA. You can deliver this from Tuesday all the way up to Thursday. These ones I typically try to aim for like Tuesday to Thursday. It gives you more time. You're not rushing, trying to hurry up and get there. I could pick it up Tuesday, get loaded. It's only 525 miles. If I pick this up Tuesday, me personally, I would deliver it the same day. I wouldn't waste time. But if something was to happen, at least I have the extra time to not have to stress myself out trying to make it there. But 525 miles, that's easy to do in one day and still have time. Frankfort to Pageland, paying right at $2 a mile. This wouldn't be a bad load if it wasn't 45,000 pounds, which that's probably wrong, but you never know. That's another thing too. You go by the weight, that could screw you over too, because there's times, there's loads that I've picked up, and I get on when I book it, it says 40,000, and I get there and it's like 10,000. So you don't want to go, like, I don't want to say you don't want to go by that, but it's hard to know if that's gonna be accurate or not until you get there, realistically. Because there's been times where I've picked up and I'm like, damn, like this load ain't nowhere near that, or they told me it was gonna be lighter, and then I get there and it's way heavier. So sometimes it's a hit or miss. For the most part, it's pretty on point. The only ones that are really normally lighter than what they say is the Frito-Lay ones. Like a lot of times, like that last one I just did, I booked it at 12,000 pounds, but when I actually picked it up, it was only 9. So there's another time I booked one at 12 and I picked it up and it was 5. So got Evansville, the Piston, PA. It's another one, not bad, but it's heavy, and you gotta go through the mountains in PA, so keep that in mind. Also with the tolls, Schneider does not pay your tolls here, so keep that in mind when you go into the East Coast and dealing with all those tolls. They do not pay your tolls. They don't take your tolls every paycheck. Here they take your tolls once a month, so you won't see it every paycheck. So we'll end off. We'll go from Indiana. I'm gonna go do the states that I was asked about. Let me jump in my notes real quick and see. It was Ohio and Pennsylvania. Alright, we'll go to Ohio and Pennsylvania. Just go around. Skip over to Ohio. Ohio, as you see, 131 loads. This Ohio is one of my favorite areas, because out of Ohio you guaranteed to get something coming down to Georgia or Florida. For me, I live in Florida, so I love going up to Ohio, and I always get something down. So as you see, $1,500, pick up Tuesday, deliver Tuesday to Thursday. I would be interested in something like this. I just hate the weight. 43,000. It's super heavy, but it's paying $232, and you can pick it up 656 miles. You can do that in a day with no traffic, so you can literally deliver this the next day, so, or same day realistically. So that's not a bad one. Dropping hook on both ends. Ohio to Alabama, Monroe to Michigan, Ohio to Indiana, paying $279, $2. As you see, Ohio is normally a good freight area. Not everything is going to be $2 a mile, but you can definitely get some good freight coming out of these areas. Ohio to Tennessee, Ohio to VA, $1.91. Just going to Alabama. Not too bad for most of these loads. They're picking up on Tuesday, so this number probably go up a lot. 131 loads. Yeah, it'll probably go up way more tomorrow because they add more stuff to the load board daily. So this is just today, and it's a Sunday. So, and also when there's a new load up here next to the load number, it'll say new, so you'll know. Normally if it's either they just put it on the board or somebody else had it and they got it taken off of them, so when it comes back to the board, it's going to show it as new. So that way you know to look out for those kind of loads too, the new loads, because probably somebody booked it and they ran out of time, or they got it taken off of them before the time. Because here, if you book a load and you can't deliver it, they charge you a fee to get that load relayed. So when you book loads here, you want to make sure you can do them, but if you can't, make sure you get it taken off of you before 24 hours before the pickup time. Because if it's before 24 hours, they'll take it off of you just fine, because they can still find somebody to cover it. If it's less than 24 hours, they charge you a fee to take it off. I think it's $200 or $250 or something like that. I'm not really sure the exact number. I heard it when I first started here, but I try to avoid it. So I try to book that, and if I feel like I ain't gonna make something, then I just get it taken off me to avoid that. So keep that in mind too when you booking your loads. Ohio to Arkansas, like 6,000 pounds, super light. This one, Ohio to PA. We got a lot of loads that go from Ohio to PA, so that's a super common one. Ohio to Wisconsin, Iowa City. I won't go out there, not in the wintertime, no sir. Shelby, North Carolina, $1.88, 42,000 pounds. They do be having a lot of loads. I realize they do have a lot of dropping hooks here, but a lot of this stuff be heavy as hell. So keep that in mind when you booking these loads, man, these weights, because you're going to, especially depending on the areas, you're going to spend way more on fuel. Ohio to Indiana, $1.97. Ohio to Georgia, $1.79. And then Ohio to Georgia, that's literally the same load. But as you see, this is the same load going to the same place. Both paying the same. But as you see, the weight here is 41,589. This one is 42,497. So you want to keep that in mind. I would just go for the lighter one. They're the same thing, but I'll just go for the lighter one. And actually, there's a third one. So this one, 42,648. So alright, that's Ohio. Give you a gist of Ohio. I'm gonna jump over to the other area they asked for was Pennsylvania. Alright, this is PA. 61 loads that are confirmed. I've only picked up out of PA since I've been here, I believe once, maybe twice. I delivered in PA once, I know for sure. I think I picked up from PA once or twice. I know once for sure. $1.90. Keep in mind too, when you go up to these places, like PA and the Northeast and stuff, fuel up there is typically way higher. So keep that in mind too when you booking these loads, because being up there in those areas, those fuel prices are crazy. So $6 a mile from Philly to New Jersey. It's a short hop for somebody 62 miles, paying $3.71. You live in that area, that's a good one for you. Milwaukee, 970. York, PA to Hazleton, that's a short hop. Carlisle to South Carolina, it's not bad. Super heavy though. Oh, so let me show y'all that. So if you want to book a load here, that's how it will look. You click on it, and then it'll go straight. You hit assign shipment, and then that's how you get the load. It takes like countdown 10 seconds, and it'll let you know if it was successful or not successful, so that way you know if you got the load or not. $1.74, $1.98, $2.86. I'm going another page for this. $1.98, $1.56, $2.85 from PA to Jersey. A lot of these are short hops. PA and Massachusetts, $2.91. That's not bad, and it's light. $1,000, almost $1,100 for one day of work. Pick it up Wednesday. Yeah, that's not bad at all. But you gotta just be careful about Massachusetts and Maine going up there. Them areas, you might be stuck up there. So let's go back. So that's how you do that. If you want to just say, for instance, you want to pick up, let's just say you want to pick a destination, you can change the origin. Go up all the way up to the top. You can leave that. You can leave this blank, and then you can just go straight to the destination. So let's say you want to go to Florida. It'll now show you all the loads. There's 31 loads in those next couple days that are going to Florida. So that's another way. If you're looking for a specific area, I mean, you can put the city in as well. I just put the state for Florida. But if you're looking for a specific city, then you can do it like that. And then now you can see exactly what's going back to an area. If you're trying to get home or something, now you can know exactly what's going to that area. And if you want to book your week around that, like say for instance you need to be back in Florida by the weekend, you can go on here, put the weekend date, and see what areas got loads coming back to Florida. And that way, once you know what loads are coming back to Florida, you can try to get yourself to those areas and know that you got a load guaranteed to get you back home. So that's a good thing. That's a good tool to keep in mind too. So got a good bit of loads coming to Florida for the next couple days. I try to come to Florida very often, at least now because of the snowstorms and stuff. I ain't trying to deal with none of that. I try to avoid it as much as I can. So once you select a load and you hit the confirm, it'll go here and it'll go to request it, and this will tell you if you got the load or not. Pre-assigned, same thing. Once you requested it, it'll now go to the pre-assigned tab, and it'll be there until you actually activate it on your tablet to make it active. And then here, active, I don't have any load right now. I just delivered my last load. So active will be the current load that you're on. It'll show it right here. So that's how all these tabs work. So trying to see if there's anything else I can show y'all. I can show y'all real quick. So like Brooksville, that's my last area I delivered to. So let's say if I want to find a load, I'm gonna just put 250 mile radius. 250 mile radius. Let's see. I'm gonna leave back out Tuesday. Let's see what's coming out. I'll do confirm for the sake of the video. I'm probably not gonna book anything, but let's see if they got anything worth it. I doubt it. 32 load. I'm probably gonna wait till tomorrow. As you see, Sebring, Florida to Georgia, $1 a mile. But you already know, coming out of Florida, you is not gonna get the best of luck. You really got a deadhead. Most of the time when I leave out of Florida, I go up to Georgia. It's a lot easier to get loads out of Georgia, guaranteed loads. So that's mainly what I do to get loads out of the house. Sometimes they do have stuff come out of Florida, like as you see, Plant City, but it's not too often. I picked up a load out of Tampa last week. Wasn't the best, wasn't the worst. I've never seen these Plant City loads, so this is new. This Tampa one, that's common. But yeah, y'all, so that's how the load board is looking right now. That's pretty much the breakdown of it. On my next video, I will go over a couple more states. I just wanted to do a part 2 to this video. I'll do another part showing more states, and if you guys have any questions, just drop it down below. And if you have any states that you want to see, just let me know as well, and I'll go through those next time. So I know a lot of people like the load board content. I know I haven't seen a lot, especially when I was coming here. I was looking for load board content. It definitely helps with deciding if you want to go somewhere or not, but do keep in mind when you look in, when I'm showing this load board, it's already people that ain't got all the good stuff. So don't get discouraged by looking at this stuff and being like, damn, they really ain't got no loads like that. For real. They do. It just, people already took the good stuff. So, but like always, share the video, like, comment, subscribe. We're on the road to 1K. I appreciate everybody for watching. Thanks for all you guys' support. If you do want to contact me on any of my socials, it will be down in the description box. Email me, message me on Instagram. I'll get back to you. Like always, y'all stay blessed. I'm out.